Hi guys, this is Vivek from Infotainment. So this game is Frontline Commander 2. It's a pretty awesome game actually. Good graphics relatively. It's a third person shooter. You can just hide and aim and blow your targets down. I've not played the game too much, so I'm not very expert in the game anyway. But I know the basics. I just want to show you the basics of the gameplay. Standard controls on the right side, and then you just have to move and hide and shoot like you do in any other first person or third person shooter games. Purely shooting. Yeah, that's. Now the game that I want to show you, the second one, is the Galaxy on Fire 2 HD. As you can see in the game, it says SD. It's pretty good graphics, like a space game. You have to fly an aircraft and then shoot the targets, the enemy aircraft that come by. Pretty good looking game, but I had a lot of problem figuring out the controls and get the hang of it. I just want to show you how it's done, the basic gameplay. The intro looks absolutely amazing, but as I have not been playing such games for too much, I really had a difficult time controlling and playing the game. I couldn't even shoot a single target down. So hopefully you guys can do that a lot better than me, as you can see. Yeah, the standard you use spacecraft, and then your shooting controls to the right. You just can drive it anywhere, 360 degree, open space. Looks cool actually, and very good graphics, as I said. The third game that I have for you is a Dead Target. Maybe most of you must be knowing this game. Not a brand new game by any sort of imagination, but still a favorite for me. You just have to play it if you've not yet played it, and I'm sure you at least gonna like it. So like any first person shooter games, just aim and then shoot, that's it. You have the standard firing buttons to the right. You can shoot bombs, and you have medical button. Then there is the shooting. You can even change the guns. You can get new guns, so just like any other FPS. But this is a zombie game, so if you're scared better look out. Okay, the next game that I'm gonna show is Deer Hunter. I actually like this game very much. I'm into this sort of games, more realistic if you know what I mean, than the normal FPS games. You just have to shoot at animals, hiding like any shooter or a hunter would do. You given various types of guns. You have to shoot sometimes with a shotgun, sometimes with the snipers, and automatic, semi-automatic. They give you the options, but depending upon the type of the level and the difficulty level that you're playing in. I like this game very much. Just aim and then shoot. If you shoot to the head, it'll drop down. If you don't, then it'll run. Then the reload action, it takes away gives the animal a chance to flee. But if you're good at it, I'm sure you're gonna like it. The next game that I'm gonna show is G.I. Joe Strike. As you can see, the target defeat 30 enemies, so you are basically a G.I. Joe. It's a different type of a game, a 2D game. The enemies come thick and fast from both the sides, and you just have to kick and then punch and blow them away. Basically a fighting game. with slightly different mechanics. A bit repetitive in nature, I think, but hey, when you don't need to turn the Wi-Fi and the data on, I think sometimes you can play and have some fun. Don't let the Cobra win, be careful. The next game that I'm going to show you is Gunship Battle. It's a helicopter shooting game, as you can see. A lot of fun. There are tanks and different enemy vehicles on the ground level, and you have to shoot and get them down, destroy them. The controls are pretty easy to use. You have two types of weapons. As you can see, I attack enemy base with the guns. So you can either shoot guns or you can shoot missiles. It's up to you. If you have a bigger base and tanks, you can shoot missiles. Otherwise, you can even do with the guns. But of course, the ammo is a bit limited, but should be enough to complete a game, a level at least. The 7th game that I'm gonna show you is Hitman Sniper. I like the Hitman PC game, I like the movie, and I played it on the Android version and I liked it also. So basically you're given a very high-end sniper rifle, and you have to aim, and then they give the targets. There are many targets, enemies, and then they tell you to shoot a particular without alerting the others, as any sniper would do, of course. And you have to be very careful, take your time and aim exactly who you want to take out, because I tried it. I took some other guys out and then it was all hell. They started shooting me and it was game over for me. As you can see in the right of the screen, there is a red dot, so you have to try to focus on that area. I didn't do it very well, it was my first try, but I now know that is what you're supposed to do. So those guards and these people, you can shoot them down. Yeah, I'm not very good at this. As you can see, they keep on moving, and then I'll fire. Yes, this would be the time. Very difficult to shoot. Anyway, let's move on. The next game that I'm showing is Hungry Sock Evolution. Well, this is a fun game if you like these sort of games. You just roam in the ocean, you go up and down, you can take out humans, fishes, all sort of things. And then basically the objective of the game is to eat. If you don't eat for some time, then you're gonna drown, you're gonna be dead. So you just have to, and there are some fishes, for example the jellyfish, you should not eat, they will make you sick. And then some other fish which you will really have good time eating. And there are some treasure chests that you can find. There's some 40 or treasure chests. I tried finding some, I did find, but I didn't complete the game anyway. So yeah, pretty fun. Let's move on. The next game is similar to the early one I showed. This is but Hungry Sock World. This is different developer, but see, a similar sort of a game. If you like that one, I'm sure you're gonna like this one also. So you're gonna choose the world where you wanna be in, various environments you can choose from. Just fly down from the sky like that. And the physics of the game is the same. You just have to eat edible fishes. You don't have to eat jellyfishes, they'll make you sick. And as long as you eat, you'll just grow in size. You make a bigger, you get bigger and bigger, and you go into next levels. You can be bigger, better fishes if you continue eating. by scoring the points. And there are some treasure chests that you can find. Yeah, a very immersive game if you want to. So the next game that I'm going to show is Bred Zombies. Bred is a pretty fun game, as you can see. It doesn't require the internet to be played on. It's a different type of game. I pretty much like this sort of games where you can see from far out all the directions you can go. You can just go and killing and shooting and do what a Bred does. If you know the comics in the games, I mean the movies you have seen. Yeah, basically he's a killer hitman, just goes around and shooting the whatever creatures that are roaming around. Yeah, pretty fun. Good graphics, looks good. Controls are very much simple, a pretty good looking basic game. You can score the points by killing them, and also by taking some potions that are flying around to add to your score and level up. The controls, the shoot button on the right side as always. Yeah, so move on. So the next one I have is MotoGP 3D. So if you are into sports games, this is a pretty fun game to play. I played MotoGP on PC, is very much addictive, and on Android also it's pretty good. Pretty good graphics for Android. As you can see, the controls of course in PC and the Android are pretty different, and so I had a lot of problem just adjusting to the controls. This is the first time I'm playing the game, as you can see, on Android, and then I was trying to figure out how exactly the controls worked. So to adjust and manage the controls, it was a bit difficult for me, but I think if you like the game MotoGP, if you've been playing, then you love it. These are biking games. If you played, then I'm sure you're gonna love it. The controls not that hard for me because I haven't played too much. Okay, so let's move. Next game I'm showing you is a real cricket. So I am a cricket fan. I like watching cricket. I even played cricket during my childhood days a lot. So basically you choose whether you bat or ball in first. The graphics look good. I choose India versus Bangladesh, and if you know the game of cricket, then you'll love it. If you don't, then well, I hope you love it. You just choose the batting personnel, then you start. They where very limited number of buttons where you want to score, where you want to hit, and then you get the runs. That's it. I have a normal game of cricket with limited the user's controls, but I think if you like the game, then you'll like this one also. Graphics okay for Android, I think. The next game that I'm going to show is Skyforce. Skyforce, of course, is a popular game. It has been played since long. The first version was on PC, then now it's available on Android. I've been playing this game I think since 1990 somewhere, on PC of course. We use my Windows 98 computer, but now it's available on Android, so I liked it. I just played it. Yeah, similar mechanics. You just shoot whatever comes your way. You get bonus points. You get these point earning things that you can just take in. You can shoot the tanks and the helicopters, planes, whatever flies your way. And there's some boosters on the way coming up. You can take those boosters. You can find different shooting features added to your ship, but of course once you are blown, then everything goes to zero and you start over. Okay, the next game that I'm gonna show is Soul Calibur. It's an action-packed game. If you are into this sort of fighting games, then I'm sure you're gonna like it. Doesn't require internet. If you're into games like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and then I'm sure you're gonna like it. So the controls very basic like in any fighting game. Up, down, left, right, you kick and you punch, and you have some combinations to throw. But you have these weapons, of course, and if you're into this sort of games, I'm sure you're gonna like it. Okay, let's move on. So this one is Stormblades. Third-person action game with swords. Just go straight ahead and kill whatever comes your way. Simple as that. Looks good. So the 16th one is Thor: The Dark World. If you are into comic book movies, and you're gonna love it. There are some characters from the movie, and also the games look pretty good. So the last but not least is Trial X, a 2D game of motorbike, dirt bikes you can say. Just go and fly, and you can control the bike by pressing the up and down keys, and then you should accelerate. The objective is to reach the finish without falling out as much as possible. I tried my best. As you can see, I fall one time, I think. Yeah, so when you fall, you'll just get respawned at the same location, and then you can finish the game. Well guys, thank you for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe, so then I'll try and keep making such videos continuously for you guys. Bye.